My name's Hunter Noble. I'm 27 years old. I'm a tattoo artist from Sydney, Australia. I've been tattooing for the last 4 years. I originally started travelling around Australia doing expos while I was working part-time in some cafes. And then took the plunge and went full-time and started working at the tattoo movement in Alexandria. I got into tattooing by chance, actually. It was something I kind of happened upon. I was always drawing, always sketching, and had a keen interest in tattoos, especially as I started to get more and more tattooed myself. I was working at a cafe in Sydney, and there was a girl who was coming in every day. She lived across the road, and so I asked her what she did, and she said that she's a tattoo artist. And my response was, I think that's something I'd like to do. And it just went from there. So I'm one of a very small handful of hand poke artists in Sydney. There's not many of us in Australia either. We've got a few in Melbourne, a few in Adelaide. But so my style was originally started with fine lines and dot work, and then moved towards a bit of heavier black work, and mixing in a bunch of different styles with a lot of influence from like neo-traditional, a bit of gothic stuff, and a bit of black work as well. For hand poke, basically, you're using the same needles that go into a traditional machine. Instead of attaching to the machine, I'm just literally just like dip it in the ink and then into the skin. It's really straightforward, really simple. Find it to be quite meditative or quite therapeutic to get tattooed that way, because it is so rhythmic and peaceful. A lot of first tattoos who end up being repeat clients for a long time. When I'm not tattooing, I spend a lot of time making music. I play in a sort of post-punk band called Spit. We essentially just make groovy metal. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I guess it's always important to have more than one creative project. When it becomes a job, you feel like you have no escape from it. It started out with there's an artist called Alphonse Mucha, and he was a massive inspiration for me once I started drawing. He was I guess part of a movement of artists that stuck to painting from a mental reference rather than painting realism, which I find really interesting. I like that more conceptual side to things. I find it very satisfying to create something from nothing. I definitely see tattooing as an art form. It's definitely changed a lot over the years. I think there's a lot more freedom amongst artists to stick to a specific style and just create their own body of work. That's opened up with a lot of stigmas against tattooing changing. People have had an opportunity to express themselves more and find artists who represent what they want in their bodies. And it gives us a lot of opportunity to work with like-minded people and pursue really exciting projects. There's always going to be an older generation or a different mindset that are going to frown upon whatever career you might be in. I think that represents a small dying part of that stigma remaining in society. Body autonomy is an unbelievably important thing, and to see it starting to thrive more makes me really happy. It keeps me in a job, basically. I don't see any point in my life where I'll stop tattooing. I really enjoy it. It's just as much a hobby as it is a job.